Hey everyone, welcome to In the Lead. I'm Sean Dominski and I'm here with Tyler Zai. And today we're going to be talking about backlinking. So, we were talking a little bit before we started recording, but I wanted to talk today about a strategy that has a lot of controversy around it, yet is very powerful, especially for hyperlocal sites like the ones for real estate agents. I want to talk about the importance of backlinking and how it can help an agent's business. And that's a strategy that we've mentioned and we've talked about, but we haven't really elaborated on the do's and really the don'ts. There seems to be a lot more don'ts than do's when it comes to backlinking, but it's still a strategy that can definitely help you out.
Yeah, it really is. Basically, like long short of it, backlink is just you have a website and you need people to link to your website in order for it to show up on Google, and that is called a backlink. And that's sort of the short end of what it is. And honestly, like people, if you can go read these SEO blogs, these SEO sites that are experts. I almost said claim to be experts, but they are experts. And honestly, I'm not really sure, like most of it is voodoo for the hyper local agent. In my opinion, you need a very, very small number of backlinks in order to be successful, and you already know the people who can most likely give them to you. You're already reading their sites. You're already interacting with them on a local level. So it's not really that hard of a thing to do. So why don't we get into that? But first, I think you want to talk about like the bad version of backlinks.
Well, first of all, so why do we want backlinks? Now, part of it, and really what it comes down to is search engine optimization in Google, right?
Yeah. So there are only two ways to get traffic on the internet, right? So if you're looking to get web leads, you first need web traffic, right? Just like if you're looking to sell like lemonades at your lemonade stand, you first need traffic and then you need sales, right? So first you need traffic, and there are two ways to get that these days. There's Google, and then there's social media / Facebook, right? It's pretty much Facebook. So Google, in order to get Google traffic, you need to be on the first page, right? This is all really logical. And then once you get on the first page, then you get traffic, then you look at lead conversion things like lead apps and stuff, and you get leads, right? And so the first step of getting your site on the first page of Google is having quality stuff on there, like content that's written about the keyword. And then the second part of that is getting people to share that and link to that. And so you need those backlinks in order to get leads, and you need that stuff on your site that people then can share and link to.
Right. Okay, cool. And those backlinks, not only are people sharing and linking, not only is it benefit for people who visit those sites and then get driven back to your site, but also Google has said they have really the whole idea of Google has been built around citations, backlinks, referral traffic, stuff like that. And that's how they've always kind of determined whether or not a site is going to be worth recommending in their search engine or not.
Yeah, it's not really, and people think about that and they get hyper Google specific about it. But the interesting thing is that's how business always has been, right? Like business has always been referrals and citations and being the respected source, right? That's not new. You want it to be in the newspaper. You want it to be referred by, an attorney. If you're a tax guy, you want, that attorney to refer you business, right? It's the way business has always been done, really.
Nice. So cool. Yeah. And I wanted to talk first because, the idea was back 10, 12 years ago that you could just spin a whole bunch of backlinks. People were building huge networks and they were just basically paying. You could just pay to be on links on their site.
Yeah.
And then Google's gotten so much more, what's the word? Efficient and strategic in how they, they've gotten more discriminating.
It's not even about Google, I don't think. I've done it all. I've done that stuff that you were doing 10 years ago. I've done the stuff, where you write good content and then get links naturally. I've, done link farms. I've built, not for Easy Agent Pro, but for other businesses. I've done it all. And the most effective way, regardless of Google in anything, is not looking for a place on the line to buy links for $5, to buy, Fiverr, or to buy, social media shares for $10, or to buy a website to just link to your site, or to, that stuff, like, it worked, but it doesn't work long term. And there's, like, in real estate, long term is the only thing that matters, because, like, even if you get a lead today, they're not going to close for 60 days, right? Like, the closing's not going to happen. Like, there's no short term.
So why aren't they going to? Why doesn't it work long term though?
Right, because over the long term, Google acts as like a scale that figures out which sites are getting traffic and which sites are getting traffic and like actually keeping it, and those people come back. And so really, getting a shady link. Yeah. That isn't going to get anyone clicking that link going to your site at all. So you're not going to get referral traffic. And then when those people do land on your site, they may or may not be like what they were actually looking for. And then those sites where you do buy those shady links, they go in and out of business like every 3 to 6 months, right? 3 to 6 months is short in, like, that's a quarter, right? A quarter is so short in any business. And so in order to get success with backlinks, you need to get them from legit sources, and those are things like Easy Agent Pro. You can do some cool marketing tactic, write to me, and we'll talk about it, and we'll link to you. You can get them from your local newspaper. You can get them from Pinterest, LinkedIn, Tumblr.
So just to reiterate though, the reason why we want legitimate. We want legitimate sources and we want natural traffic, because Google is looking for the reason why backlinks work and why Google's looking for backlinks isn't because they want more backlinks. It's because they want to try to figure out what are the sites that are going to be most relevant to the search and who's going to provide the most high quality, useful content. When Google first started, they realized they could do that through tracking backlinks, because if all these sites are linking back to this page, then that's probably a highly rank, it's a very useful page,
well designed, useful content, goods. I mean, that's why our Find Me plugin works so well on lead sites, because it creates this through the way we designed the sitemap. Like, I was just last week, I ended up on someone's site, and I just started like Googling their listings, and all of their listings were showing up on the first page, and their site had went live like a week and a half ago. Like, that's insane. Like, that doesn't and it's just the way we do backlinks inside the site, right? Today we're talking about backlinks outside the site, but you're really just creating this nice web, this nice pyramid for Google to go from one page to the next, to the next, to the next, straight down the site.
Mm-hmm. And sitemaps make a big difference there too, which is included.
Yeah, they do. In the way the sitemap is designed is what matters most. But we're getting a bit away from backlinks right now.
Yeah. So the idea really is Google's looking for backlinks that's going to inform them on whether or not the site is going to be high quality and useful for the viewers. And really, if you think about it, Google just is looking to refer traffic to people, like and cooperating with Google to get that free traffic coming back to your site. So when it comes to backlinks, your best strategy is going to be one that employs natural backlinks. And not only do they look natural, but they are natural. Is the
and it's easier than you think. I mean, you probably have people who run businesses who you refer business to, right? You have your mortgage brokers, you have your tax people, you have your plumbers, electricians,
home inspectors, title insurance,
websites,
lawyers, even your sign guy, your printer, stuff like that. Reaching out to those people, those local businesses, and just being like, "Hey, I saw you had a website. I'm thinking of like kind of like a link exchange, but not like going online and buying a link exchange, but literally exchanging links with people in your community who are providing services that you can go back, link back and forth to, and then maybe helping them and encouraging them to maybe provide a list of local businesses or resources and putting you on their site or something like that."
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, like, the more you make it, like, that, and the less you think of it like Tyler says I need backlinks, how am I going to get backlinks, the like more successful you're going to be. It's just like referral marketing. Like, I mean, you can even partner with charities are great. Like
Right.
like local charities, they have websites and they'll link to you, right? That's a perfect A star, A plus, backlink source for
That kind of comes up to the other point too, contributing the content to other blogs and newspapers. So if there's some strong community blogs, like I know around where I'm at, there's a lot of restaurant blogs and food blogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if you can write something about a local area, come from your own perspective or so about following in their topic, you can guest post on a local blog and have them link back to your real estate website. If you can start a column or something in your local newspaper, a lot of those newspapers, you'd be surprised, are pretty hungry for content, especially if it's free content. So they just need to make sure that they're putting stuff on their website, selling that space to advertisers, and they're getting highly ranked in Google News for being such a real news source. But it's not that hard to contribute an article or a column on a regular basis. And then like what you were saying, kind of rolling that in with PR, if you're doing something like if you're helping a charity, if you're sponsoring a charity, or just even, I hate this term, but raising awareness for a charity or so in your local area, you can use like press releases and contribute content to your local newspaper about those events. And that's going to not only get your name and business getting more exposure, but that's also going to kind of give you, when they do that write up, to explain, hey, Tyler Zai is a local agent in the area. You can check out more on his blog and you have that lead capture real estate website. They want to display that authority to the people who are contributing to their site. And if it's just a boilerplate like search for homes or just a landing page or so, they're not going to link to that. They're just they'll say something else. But if you have more content, they'd love to display that and use that to make you look more of an expert, to give people a reason for why they're letting you contribute content to
right
them.
And like if they can link to an Instafarm page that's like completely filled out, like that's going to boost that page's rankings on Google ridiculously well.
Right. And the other thing that I wanted to kind of the third tactic that I wanted to encourage people to do was start connecting with the people who are already online and influencing digitally. So having I'm near an area called Westchester, Westchester, PA. There's a lot of activity. I know a lot of bloggers and people who are big on social media. And when I say big, I mean, have some sort of local presence, not like big, like Gary V type of big, but just connecting, creating that blog post, top 10 Twitter accounts you should be paying attention to in Westchester, Pennsylvania, something like that. Those people want to be considered celebrities, and they would love promoting a post like that themselves. And, having that local roundup is going to, they don't have to be, you don't have to be egotistical to enjoy having your ego kind of stroke.
And I hope people aren't like right now, what we're saying is that backlinks, no matter where it's from, pretty much, like if it's legit, will help you get ranked on Google. Right. And so what I'd really encourage you to do is to think about a school, a charity, a local blog, a local business, someone you can partner up with this week. Go on your lead site, go on your website, write something that would make logical sense for that person to link to, because it's just good stuff that someone should read, and then reach out to them and see if they'll add the link to their, like that's as basic and as simple as it gets. It takes maybe an hour to write the post and then maybe 15 minutes to send that email, right?
Yeah. And you'll start seeing a difference at 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 20 backlinks. Like you don't need
it. I mean, I would say it's 5. Like for a local real estate site to start outranking Zillow on semi-local keywords, 5 backlinks will do it. I mean, you can, without any backlinks, you can already show up on the first page instantly for listing addresses, for new home builder communities, for condos, all that stuff. You can show up without backlinks.
Yeah, neighborhoods.
If you want to start showing up for small neighborhoods and bigger neighborhoods, 2 backlinks. And then if you want to show up for the biggest neighborhoods, then maybe 10, right? The bar here is so low. Just do something.
That helps you tap into the massive amount of people searching for real estate online, which is almost everybody, your traffic is only as good as the lead capture on your site. If you're looking to get a website with great lead capture, schedule a call to check out lead sites. You're going to get the InstaFarm, the Find Me app, the Texty, the Cookies app, all the things that we were talking about today to maximize the ROI on that traffic that you're getting. And if you want more great information like this, check out easyagentpro.com/blog. We'll put the podcast show notes up there. Anything else, or are we good?
Yeah, I think that's good. Just take action today on this stuff and commit for the long term, because you'll be really happy a year from now if you do that.
Cool. All right, guys. See you next week.